Hey, how's it going? My name is Will Flynn. I'm a full stack digital marketer here in the Seattle area, 8 years of experience. Do everything from web development, local SEO, paid ads, and social media content creation. Okay, so this is an audit for Mill Creek Plumbing. And the first thing we're going to do is start with their Google business profile. Then we'll look at their website. Then we'll look at how they're ranking locally for high value keywords. And then I'll go into their social media. And then I'll check see if they're running any ads on Facebook and or Google. And then we'll optimize. All right, let's get to it. So starting with their Google business profile, Mill Creek Plumbing. I always start with the pictures. Let's see if they are up to date. It looks like they just posted this back in August 2025. August, fairly recent. Let's see if they have any ones posted. Let's see. Okay, so this is posted, looks like just last month. Very nice, very nice. So one thing that I would do, I always recommend to geotag each photo and then add a caption for the specific service and the location in which you perform the service. Okay, this is very important. Always do that for every single photo and make sure you're posting at least once a week. Okay. Google likes to see an active Google business profile. Categories. Looks like you're only in one. We definitely want to get you in many more categories. So as soon as this loads over here on this side, we can see all available categories. But as that is loading, let's scroll down. Let's check your reviews. Let me see, 5.0. You have really good reviews. Looks like you're responding to all of them. Very nice. Very nice. You definitely want to respond to all of them, even the bad ones, if you have them. It doesn't look like you do. Let's see. Yeah. So lowest rating is 5.0, and that was just a week ago. So you're doing fantastic work here. Going back. So I would definitely recommend getting in as many categories as possible. So if we just look up plumbing, just generic plumbing, and we can just see how many different categories are available. Let's see, general contractor, definitely want to add that one. Let's see, boiler supplier, drainage service, furnace repair service, heating contractor, hot water system supplier. You need to be in all of these, okay? This will ensure maximum visibility within the map pack. If you're not in the top 3, you're invisible, okay, period. You probably know that already because it looks like you have done some decent SEO work, some decent local SEO work, but you can definitely improve, and I'll show you how. Okay, so let's see, we got the Google business profile. Another thing I like to check is your NAP, making sure your name, address, phone number is visible and uniform across all platforms. So if we have, let's see here, 425. So if we click into your website, 425-670-8818, looks like you got it right here. Looks like you have the, let's see, where's your address? Looks like you don't have your address down here, and that's fine. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. So it looks like this is a jobber website, kind of just a pure lead generation website, which is cool, but you can definitely improve on these. So that concludes the Google business profile. Overall, you guys are doing pretty good. The only thing, maximize the amount of categories you're in for sure. And then geotag and add a caption for service location for every single photo. Okay. That helps with local SEO. Moving to your website. Looks like you're following lead generation best practices. This being a jobber website, they have it pretty much locked down. You got call to actions up here, call to actions. Sticky footer or sticky header with the phone number visible as you scroll. I always recommend that for sure. Looks like you got FAQ. Very nice. Now let's check to see your actual structure. Title, Mill Creek Plumbing. In the title, local experts in water heater and plumbing repair. Very nice. Let's check your headings. You have an H1, expert plumbing repairs and water heaters. Very nice. You have an H4 right here, serving Snohomish County. I would definitely make that an H2, not an H4. Okay, it's just, better for structure. Our specialties, and then this would be an H2. This would probably be another H2, and then H3s. I don't know why you would have an H4 up there. That's something the Jobber does. That is, and then these are H4s. I would definitely make these H3s instead of H4s. So you have one H1, 6 H2s, 9. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Links. Let's see. You have total links 15, unique 13, internal 11. You definitely want to have as many internal links as possible. I've seen other competitors, they have over 100 on their pages. So you definitely want to increase that. And you just increase that by increasing the amount of pages you have over time. Now with AI, you can really bang out 100 pages in a day, but you definitely do not want to do that. You want to look organic. You want to look natural. Google will ding you if you try to just add 100 pages at a time. Okay, that is a big no-no now. Okay, so we have that. External links. Let's see, Client Hub. This is all Jobber. Okay. Images. You have 12 images. 0 without alt tags. Very nice. You have 12 without title tags. You definitely want to add these title tags and alt tags. It's how the crawlers and how AIs understand the images that are on your website. Schema. So schema is very, very, very important. It looks like, let's see. Looks like you have your website schema, you have your FAQ schema, which is very nice. So schema is like having a label on a package. It's the first thing that crawlers and AIs will read. A lot of times ChatGPT will just read the schema to understand what is on your website. So you definitely want to have your website schema. You want to have your local business, your FAQ schema, because that is how you show up in ChatGPT and other LLMs. They'll see if you're actually answering questions that are on Reddit, for example, on Quora, for example, and then they'll pull that information directly from your FAQ schema, and then that's how you show up. Okay, so it looks like you do have your FAQ schema, which is very nice. You do not have, I don't see any local business or plumber schema. So you definitely want to add that. That is essential. Okay. Now moving forward to your social, looks like you have a Twitter X page, and you have a Facebook page. Okay, we'll look at your Facebook page a little later, but first let's look at your local rankings. The number one keyword in this area, or any area for plumbers, is emergency plumber near me. You're showing up, it looks like you're showing up in 5th place. Okay, if you're not in the top 3, you're completely invisible. You're 7, 9, you're not even on the page 1 over here for emergency plumber near me. Here are your competitors. Done Right Plumbing over in Linwood. So they're killing it right now. Okay, so definitely want to start optimizing for emergency plumber near me. And if we go back to your home page, I don't see emergency plumber anywhere on this. Okay, so we definitely want to add that. Let's go back to your services as well. So service, let's go to your service areas. Service areas. Okay, so we want to have, if you want to be in so you're Mill Creek, Bothell, Everett, Snohomish, Linwood, Kenmore, Edmonds, okay, all these places. You need to have service pages for every single location. So for example, these are your service, water heaters. Expert water heater services in local area. What does that even mean? Okay, you have to expert water heater services in Edmonds, expert water heater services in Linwood, you get the picture. You got to have a page for every single one of these services and locations, okay, that you want to show up in, that you want to rank in. Okay, it looks like I did a search. You aren't running any Facebook ads, and you aren't running, from what it looks like, you aren't running any Google ads. So it looks like you're primarily just relying on local SEO to get clients. So if you want to improve that, you got to add these pages. You don't add them one by one. You add 2 to 3 a month, okay? And you do it over the course of the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. That is how you rank. But there are some 30-day quick wins, like adding the schema, local business plumber schema, to your website. Start adding those service pages. Run some ads. Run some Facebook ads, even 20 bucks a day. Just do it hyper locally. Run some Google ads as well to show up higher in the maps. And you want to have those Google guaranteed ads and local services ads running at all times. Okay, because that's the first thing that Google shows now. All right, so we have that. You are ranking for, let's see here, as soon as this loads. Okay. Scroll down. I already ran this report. It takes a while to run these reports, so I do it before I start recording. Hot water heater repair in Mill Creek. As I would expect, you're showing up number one because Mill Creek Plumbing is in the title of your name. So you're showing up number one. You're killing it right here. So I think from what it looks like, you're primarily relying on ranking for this keyword and keywords like that in order to generate business. Okay, looks like Mad Pipers is right. They're honing in on you, man. They're honing in on you. So, and then day and night, these guys are killing it. These guys are decent. But Mad Pipers Plumbing, they're not even in Mill Creek, but they're still right behind you. Okay, so you definitely want to maintain this for sure. Mad Pipers is running up on you, so we got to make these minor tweaks, add these service pages, add that schema, and then also start running some ads, man. And that will conclude this audit. Overall, you're doing pretty decent. But, we can definitely 2-3x your amount of business for sure within the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, just by making these minor tweaks. All right. So have a good day. Once again, my name is Will Flynn. If you want to work with me, will@askwillflynn.com. Have a productive day.